Welcome to Yin Yoga. Today's practice is dedicated to the digestive system and the spleen and stomach channels. Let's start with a few rounds of cat and cows. Inhaling and expanding the chest, opening the heart space. Exhaling and rounding the spine, moving the belly towards the spine, and allowing the head to drop. Let's repeat this for a few more cycles. Now drop the belly and move it sideways and around to create an imaginary circle with the body. Tune in and see where the body wants to take you. Tuck your toes under and shift the hips back on the exhalation. Breathe in and shift the upper body forwards and over the wrists as you release the tops of the feet down. Continue with these movements for a few more cycles. Beautiful. Now bring your big toes together and the knees wide apart. Shift the hips back and allow your heart and belly to melt down onto the bolster or a blanket. Rest your hands on top of each other and the forehead down. Relax. If you want to feel a stronger stretch on the shoulders and arms, you can always rest them out in front of you. Connect with your breath and the sensations in the hips and back of the body. As we dive deeper into the colder days, our digestive system could be more affected, and we might feel more bloated with heavier digestions or even excessive wind. It's really important to slow down and support ourselves. By becoming calmer and quieter, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Child's pose increases the compression in the lower abdomen and also targets the spleen meridian alongside the inner leg. It's a perfect balance for the nervous system. And sometimes child's pose is all you need. Take a deeper breath in and gently press the hands down to come out of the pose. Now shift the weight back with your hips and straighten your arms and point your fingers out. We're staying here for about a minute or so, enjoying the wrist and the groin stretch. There's a band of fascial tissue that surrounds the wrists, along with many layers of ligaments. Repetitive movements can damage these tissues and create problems like the carpal tunnel syndrome. This exercise will help thicken and strengthen these tissues. You can point the fingers towards one another or point them towards the groin. Whatever feels good for you. Slowly release from the pose as we prepare for a toe stretch. Pad up your knees with a blanket. Tuck your toes under and sit on the heels. Keep the inner legs and toes touching. Hands on the thighs, or into a prayer position if you prefer. Toe stretch is definitely one of those challenging poses for me, but it's a great one to nourish the lower body meridians through compression, and also opens the ankles and the knees. It's a great exercise to work on the urge to move away from the discomfort. And remaining still. Take a deeper breath in and release your feet. Tap them on the floor. Our next posture is squat. So grab a couple of bricks or blocks or books and place them on top of each other. Take your feet wide, pointing out, bend the knees, and sit as comfortably as possible. You can also keep your arms straight or place your hands into a prayer position, allowing the elbows to gently press on the inner thighs and the spine to become taller. Malasana or squat offers a wonderful flexion on the hips and stretch on the back of the thighs. And it's a great way to release tension from the lower back. This posture is linked to the element of the earth and spleen and stomach meridians in traditional Chinese medicine. The stomach receives and breaks down the food. The spleen transforms and transports. It takes food and turns it into qi and blood. Now straighten your arms and gently push the thighs further away. Pause briefly. Come out of the pose slowly and move your feet back as wide as the hips. Place your blocks under each hand. Bend the knees and rest the chest on the thighs. Allow the knees to soften and the head to hang down. Apart from massaging the digestive system, dangle can slow down the heart rate and really is rejuvenating for the spinal musculature. Breathe in and slowly move out of the pose to prevent feeling dizzy. The next posture is one of my old favorites, a gorgeous combination of a heart opening with a reclining butterfly. Place 2 blocks at the end of the mat and a bolster on top. Use all the blankets you need to support you. Bring the soles of the feet together and nestle your lower back onto the bolster. Close your eyes and pause for a moment. Invite your body to lie all the way back. Relax and breathe. Find stillness. Slowing down the practice can help the digestion, elimination, and bloating by increasing circulation and energy to these areas. It also helps to soothe the nervous system and decrease stress levels, which help us to rest and digest. Stress is actually one of the main reasons for digestive issues. And this pose really invites us to surrender. It takes only a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for transformation, makes space for imperfection. Take a deeper breath in and slowly sit up when you're ready. Extend the legs out in front for a rebound. Press your fingers down and pause. Now let's move the bolster away and prepare for dragon. I'm going to place 2 blocks parallel at the top end of the mat to support the hands. And we're going to step the right foot forward outside the arm. We're going to bend the knee forwards and adjust as needed. Take your time until you find your edge. This dragon variation really is great for the hips, the thighs, the psoas muscle, and the arms and back shoulders. We're also targeting the lung channel and the large intestine, which is responsible for elimination in the digestive system. Turn towards the earth. The earth, our food, our support, our bed when we die. Turn towards the earth with your feet, your hands, and your heart. If it feels right, continue as you are for a little longer. Otherwise, spin to the outside edge of the foot and gently push the thigh away with the hand, allowing a gentle twist, a gentle rotation of the spine. Twists really are great to stimulate the organs and the abdominal system. Come out of the twist and shift the hips back. Enjoy the rebound. Bend the front knee again and swing the right leg back. Stretch it back and move back and forth a few times. Feel the difference between both sides. Now move the left foot forward and outside the hand. Find your dragon on the other side. Find your edge and breathe through it. Some of the things that support the digestive system are fermented foods, such as kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, or fermented yogurts. These are rich probiotic bacteria and add beneficial bacteria and enzymes to your gut. Ayurveda also advises to eat lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, especially seasonal things like pumpkins, apples, or figs. let's add on in the twisted variation for a few breaths. When you are satisfied, counter the pose by shifting the hips back and straightening the leg. Enjoy for a few breaths. Bend the front knee and move the left leg behind as you press back with the heel, moving the body back and forth once again. Remove all the props, but keep your blanket. Fold it into a pillow to support you. Now lie flat on the front of the body and bring the elbows below the shoulders. Forearms and hands are flat on the floor. Head and heart are lifting and the legs are relaxed. Enjoy this opening in the front of the body and the stretching on the lower back. If you feel that you need a stronger stretch, lift the elbows and straighten your arms into a seal shape. If you want to make it even stronger, you can bend the knees and open the heart. This seal variation is strengthening for the arms and shoulders, and it's a really strong back bend, so just really assess if this is the right posture for you today. Otherwise, you can always go back to the previous one. We go in to unblock, release, stretch, and flow. To feel every cell. Release from the pose. Press your hands down and lift yourself up. Wave back into a wide knee child's pose once more. Turn the palms out if you want an external rotation of the upper body. Come out of the pose and continue to counterbalance with a generous downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other knee. Do any movements that feel good for you today. Enjoy this full body stretch as you continue to breathe. Our next posture is supported bridge. Grab a bolster or a pillow and place it across the mat. Lie down on your back, just so that the bolster is placed directly under the sacrum. Extend the legs out in front. Rest the arms over the head. Enjoy this juicy stretch of the whole front of the body, including the armpits and inner arms. Allow yourself to feel vulnerable and open to that vulnerability. Open to your pain, your fears, your loneliness, to all that travels through you. To come out, bend the knees and place the feet flat on the floor. Pause and breathe. Lift your legs up and bend your knees towards the chest, allowing them to fall to the sides. Yin version. This yin version is such a releasing pose, and this particular one massages the lower belly and helps the lymphatic system, enhancing your immunity and calming the nervous system. And probably the best benefit of it all is that it really helps us to see the world from a different perspective. When you are satisfied, give yourself a little squeeze or do any movements that feel right for you. Finally, we are going to prepare for Shavasana, our final relaxation pose. We're going to roll the bolster out to support the knees and cover ourselves with a blanket. We're going to start to let go completely. Release from any movements, thoughts, and even the breath. Feel your body sinking deeper and deeper onto the earth that holds you and supports you. Feel a sense of relaxation and gratitude. Feel full. Namaste.